Hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome, this is your first time. Tonight, I'm doing a shave that was chosen by my middle kid. He chose everything that I'm using this evening. So the soap is Katie's Bubbles Purple Grapefruit. Why? Because Katie's Bubbles is awesome, Purple Grapefruit is a phenomenal scent, and it's his favorite soap. The razor is going to be the Feather SS. Should probably get it out of the case. The brush is my Craving Shaving Deadpool, which y'all have seen a couple times before. We're gonna use that tonight. That has been whipped up in the copper Captain's Choice bowl. Just go ahead and get a little wet. And then we'll start the shave. So this is my first video that I'm recording after vacation. Now, I did not record anything while on vacation. I know, bad traveling shaver. I was traveling and didn't record. But the reason I didn't do that is most times we got back to the hotel a little bit late, and you know, you have your kids with you. You're in a little hotel. Or actually, this one was in a little hotel. We had a nice 2-bedroom room because we turned in some hotel points, turned in some of my upgrade coupons, and got a 2-bedroom suite. So it wasn't necessarily a small room, but still. The room, I mean, you walked into the room, there's a little living space, and we were just going to say hotel. So you had a little living space with a little couch where my oldest slept. There was the bedroom on the right where my youngest two slept. That had one bed and its own bathroom. And then my wife and I had the bedroom on the left-hand side by the kitchen, which also had its own bathroom. But you get back from a long day on vacation, you know, walking around, being out in the heat. The last thing I wanted to do was record. And if I'm being honest, I just haven't been feeling it lately, so hence the kind of lack of videos, maybe? I don't know. But I didn't do a video. I didn't release one last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever this airs. And I recorded the one in Tennessee. Surprisingly, it's still a little dry from the bowl. There we go. And I just didn't feel like recording in Atlanta. So I didn't. I still had a phenomenal time there. I was bad. I didn't do my research on the town, like when it was founded, famous people from Atlanta and all that stuff here, before I started recording. But I'm gonna talk about my vacation in Atlanta. So we flew in, my family flew in Sunday from here in Utah. I flew in Sunday from Tennessee. From Nashville. Me, not knowing my East Coast geography very well, because I don't live on the East Coast, didn't realize that Nashville is only a 4-hour drive from Atlanta. So I tried, unsuccessfully, just to get a car and cancel my flight and drive. But due to a rental car shortage, all rental cars had to be returned to where they were picked up. So I had to fly from Nashville to Atlanta. It's like a 45-minute flight. That was dumb. But not a bad flight. This is on a large plane. It's still pretty comfortable. So Sunday I leave, I drive to Nashville from where I was staying for the slingshot shoot. Go to lunch, turn in my rental car. Get on the plane, fly to Atlanta. And my wife and I decided that we were going to not rent a car the entire trip, because they have MARTA, or the public transit system. You can get to most places that we wanted to go with MARTA. And then a little bit of walking. Which in reality wasn't too bad. So we go to the airport. I land like 2 hours after they did. I gave my wife time to get her tickets for the couple days with Marta. And we had plans to get a car on Wednesday, and we were leaving Friday morning. And we were just gonna go back to the airport to get the rental car. So my wife has our train passes. Marta, whatever it is, the couple days worth of passes. We find the train we need, and we go and head to our hotel. Checked in the hotel, and that was it. That was Sunday. By the time we got there, we had dinner. Because we're staying in a stay hotel, we were able to order groceries and cook in the hotel room. So we did that a couple nights. Mostly ate out for lunch. Now in Atlanta, there is a lot to do in Atlanta. If you want to go on a vacation, if you're close to the area, you want to fly in. I had a blast. I liked Atlanta. We went to the aquarium, which is huge. They have one tank that is the length of an American football field, so 100 yards. It is large enough, that one tank alone, that they have not one, not two, but 3 whale sharks. And a couple of rays. They had one manta ray, 1 or 2 that were just massive manta rays as well. Now also, if you are certified to scuba dive, you can get a pass to scuba dive in that tank. So something you can do as well at the aquarium. The aquarium, I think we were there for a good 4 or 5 hours. It's a large aquarium with lots to see, really cool stuff. And then right by the aquarium is a World of Coke. So if you're a Coca-Cola fan, you can go see kind of the history of Coke and kind of advertise around the world. So we got to see that. They had a tasting room, which they only had like 6 flavors on all the machines. Pandemic kind of sucked. But luckily, only one of the flavors was just awful. It was some Italian like pre-meal beverage that they don't longer make anymore because it sucks. No, not just my opinion, but my entire family's opinion. None of us liked it. It was the only one that I could not drink. But other than that, World of Coke was really fun after the World of Coke, and that was pretty much our entire day. Then we walked back to the hotel, walked back to the MARTA station, got it, and went back to the hotel. We also went to the zoo, which their zoo is pretty cool as well. They have a bunch of animals there that we don't have here in Utah. They're one of the only zoos in the United States. I think one of 6, maybe? Not giving that many. Can't remember how many exactly. But they're one of the few zoos that have giant pandas. So they have giant pandas, red pandas, a bunch of pandas. A lot of cool animals that we don't see here. So it's cool to see that kind of stuff as well. The zoo has a splash pad. Kids love that. We heard about that beforehand. So luckily we were prepared with a spare change of clothes for the kids. We went to something we did in Arizona a few years ago as well. There's a Lego Discovery Center in one of their malls. They have a couple of these around the country. It's like a playground. You can go and you can build Legos. You can race them down. There's a couple of rides. Nice little fun attraction. Kids enjoyed it. My oldest is getting a little bit too old for that now, but it wasn't bad. We also went to the Fernbank Museum, and that is awesome. The Fernbank Museum it's a museum, obviously, but it's also like a little zoo and a wooded area, so it's just really cool. And you walk in and you see this just massive brontosaurus, brachiosaurus, whatever, skeleton with a T-Rex. And as you're going from the bottom floor, you come in on the second floor. And they should have exhibits on the first floor. You go into an area and they talk about like poison dart frogs and little caiman alligators and these kind of things. And they have tanks with these animals in it. So it's part zoo, part museum, part nature conservatory. Because they have a bunch of acreage out back that is woods that are conserved. And it's right in the like a neighborhood. So you're walking along out in the wooded area and you'll see a huge house. So that was very cool to see that. I love the Fernbank Museum. That was one of my favorite things we did. And I mentioned in my Tennessee video that a good friend of mine lives in Georgia, in the Atlanta area. So the day we went to the Fernbank Museum, we were able to go to his house and hang out with him and his family for dinner. Even though I had just seen him on Saturday in Tennessee, I hadn't seen his family since 2019 for that shoot in Alabama. And my family obviously hadn't met his family or him, so that was good to hang out with him and his family. Some stuff he's working on for builds. I love seeing what that dude comes up with. Was he gonna forget something? But Atlanta is a really cool city to go visit. Traffic is awful. Surface streets are weird. Like there'll be a two-way road, or two-way road. 4 lanes. You try to turn left at a light. There's no turn lane. Or turn lane. So if you're trying to turn left, and because traffic is awful, during that time of day you're going, you'd be sitting there for a while. But luckily, people in Atlanta know this, that traffic sucks. So if you're trying to turn, I had it where I was trying to turn left. I was going to grocery store to pick up some stuff I can't buy here. And I was the first one at the light. Light turned green. The people that were coming in opposite direction of me stopped. They waited a split second so I could turn before they went on. So that was really cool. It's cool that they did that because they know traffic is awful. I think this blade might be toast. We're getting close. I don't know what blade's in here. But it feels a little slightly tuggy. We'll see how it goes at the end. And there's things that we would have done in Atlanta if my kids weren't there as well. There's a puppetry museum that's real close to my hotel. And all the civil rights stuff as well. I would love to see all that stuff. Civil Rights Museum was right by the World of Coke as well, but my youngest is 5. So, no, my youngest is 4. He wouldn't enjoy that. Nor would he understand the significance of anything. But maybe one day I'll get to go back and see all those things that I missed. Because that would have been cool to see too. Do a little bit of touch up, clean up, we'll call it good. So for those that have made it this far, that are still with me, thank you. Have you guys been to Atlanta? If so, what was your favorite part? If you haven't been to Atlanta, do you want to go now? It's a place that I really enjoyed. I've been there a couple times, but it was always well, I flew in once. I went there for a corporate meeting. Then I went there. I flew into Atlanta. My friend picked me up, and we went to Alabama. So really, that was like my 3rd time staying in Atlanta. I've flown through there hundreds of times. So much so that I've lost count. Also, that airport is pretty big. But they have their stuff together when it comes to getting people through security and everything. because I was traveling with my family, I couldn't use the pre-screen line for myself, or I could have for me, but my family's not pre-check. So we were able to go through just the standard line. We were able to go through priority, which is nice. So still had a little bit shorter of a line to go through security, but I still had to take my shoes off and get my electronics and all that, which I haven't done in years. But anyway, this is going on long enough. This is a really long video. You've made it this far. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. That was a fantastic shave. Love Kitty's Bubbles. Love this razor. I know J-Mac used this not too long ago. Didn't watch any videos while I was on vacation or either in Tennessee or Atlanta. So I'm a week behind. This is gonna air later because I'm behind on making videos. But anyway, oh man, that was a great shave. Kitty's Bubbles. If you have not checked out Kitty's Bubbles, highly recommend them. This is a fantastic scent. It's grapefruit and lavender. Waterlyptus is another one of my favorites. That is watermelon and eucalyptus. Just phenomenal scents. Love Kitty's Bubbles. Very underrated, in my opinion, because they've been around for a while. People just tend to seem to forget about Kitty's Bubbles, but they shouldn't. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So thank you guys again for tuning in, for staying this long if you have. For the new viewers, old viewers, new subscribers, old subscribers, those that aren't subscribed yet still watch, thank y'all very much. I appreciate it, and I'll catch y'all next time.